The notion that vaccines are propaganda and make individuals weak and sick is a misguided and misleading concept that has been perpetuated by misinformation and a lack of understanding of the scientific principles behind vaccination. Vaccines have been extensively tested and proven to be a safe and effective way to prevent the spread of infectious diseases, saving countless lives and preventing widespread suffering. Despite this, some people continue to spread false information and conspiracy theories about the dangers of vaccination. One of the primary concerns raised by anti-vaccination proponents is that vaccines contain harmful ingredients, such as mercury and formaldehyde, which can cause a range of health problems. However, the vast majority of vaccines no longer contain mercury, and the amounts of formaldehyde present in vaccines are negligible and pose no risk to human health. In fact, formaldehyde is a naturally occurring substance that is present in many foods and is even produced by the human body itself. Another claim made by anti-vaccination advocates is that vaccines can cause autoimmune diseases such as autism and multiple sclerosis. However, numerous scientific studies have thoroughly debunked this myth, finding no link between vaccination and the development of autoimmune diseases. The Centers for Disease Control and Prevention (CDC), the World Health Organization (WHO), and other reputable health organizations have all concluded that vaccines are safe and do not increase the risk of developing autoimmune diseases. Some people also argue that vaccines are necessary because they can simply rely on our immune system to fight off infections. However, this approach is not only misguided but also potentially deadly. Infections such as measles, mumps, and whooping cough can have serious and even life-threatening complications, particularly in young children and individuals with weakened immune systems. Vaccines provide a safe and effective way to boost the immune system and prevent the spread of these diseases. Furthermore, the idea that vaccines make individuals weak and sick is a complete reversal of the truth. Vaccines work by introducing a small, harmless piece of a pathogen, such as a virus or bacteria, to the body, which triggers an immune response and helps to build immunity to the disease. This process not only protects the individual from contracting the disease but also helps to prevent the spread of the disease to others. In fact, vaccines have been so effective in preventing the spread of infectious diseases that many diseases, such as smallpox and polio, have been almost entirely eradicated. In addition, vaccines have been extensively tested and monitored for safety and efficacy, with multiple layers of regulation and oversight in place to ensure that they meet the highest standards of quality and safety. The development of vaccines involves a rigorous process of testing and evaluation, including laboratory testing, animal studies, and human clinical trials. Once a vaccine is approved for use, it is continuously monitored for safety and efficacy, with any adverse events or concerns promptly investigated and addressed. It is also worth noting that the anti-vaccination movement has been fueled by misinformation and propaganda, often spread through social media and other online platforms. This has led to a disturbing trend of vaccine hesitancy, with many individuals delaying or refusing vaccination due to unfounded fears and misconceptions. As a result, preventable diseases have begun to re-emerge, posing a significant threat to public health and safety. In conclusion, the claim that vaccines are propaganda and make individuals weak and sick is a baseless and misguided concept that has been thoroughly debunked by scientific evidence. Vaccines have been proven to be a safe and effective way to prevent the spread of infectious diseases, and their benefits far outweigh any perceived risks. It is essential that individuals rely on credible sources of information and consult with qualified healthcare professionals to make informed decisions about vaccination, rather than rely on misinformation and propaganda. By doing so, we can work together to protect public health and prevent the spread of infectious diseases.